Vaillant diverter valve replacement, the easy way. No special tools, no nothing like that. I've got the boiler isolated at the minute. What's happening, the plate's not blocked because if I isolate the flow, it's not overheating. So I'm suspecting that this is passing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drain it down. So I've got my bucket there, hose, 7mm little spanner. And I'm in the loft, so I'm the highest point. That's not good. Just letting it drain down at the minute. You see there, this is going to need recharging, so I'm going to get my little pump out. It should be in here somewhere. Yeah, give this a little pump up. Cool, so we're up at 1 bar. So I'm just going to let it settle for a bit and just make sure it's fully drained. And then we will, while that's just sorting itself out a little bit there, we'll start getting all this off to be able to get into the actual cartridge. Get the electrics disconnected. Always put some tissue or a towel or whatever, because there will always be water sitting behind here. So what we're going to do is get it down inside there. Just need a little skinny, little flathead screwdriver. Get underneath the wing. There we go. And then basically just snap it out of place. So that's one gone. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so both are snapped out now. Now we just need a pair of long nose pliers. So just get it in the little grooves there. Give it a little twist of room, and then it should just come out. He says. So I've just kept on wiggling it and it's now coming out. So what I always advise is just take it out slowly. Oh, okay, dry, so it's lucky for me. Okay, what was that just come off there? Ah, that may be the reason. Okay, I think that's actually the stopper. Yeah, so the end's actually broken off. Let's have a look inside. Make sure there's nothing else that's broken off in there. I need to get in there. Okay, so yeah, I think we're onto a winner here, if it will focus. But basically there's a little circlet that's missing at the end. I don't know if you can see that little gap. Should be a little circlet there, so it's obviously not seating, it's not moving correctly up and down. So if you have a look at the new one on the end, there's a circlet there, and obviously it will move up and down. There we go. It'll move up and down and it won't slide up and down the shaft. And I think that's what's been happening. Well, not think, that's what's been happening. So yeah, you've got two O-rings. One needs to sit there, one needs to sit there. And basically the hardest bit about this is that you need to get it back in the same position. So what I always sort of say is that this hole, because there's not another hole, needs to be on the left hand side. Okay, and you need to get it bang on right. Okay, so it will sit at like a bit of a 45 degree, because if you don't, then it will still pass, but we'll get to that in a minute. We'll just grease up these O-rings. So all greased up, and what I always do is grease up the end rubber as well, just to help it seat. So get this in, so as I say, left hand side, go in, and then I'll use my long nose pliers to push that into place. And as you can see, these wings will go in there, and you need to hear two very distinctive clicks to make sure it's in. So I'm going to need two hands just because I want to just bang the back of that just to help it click in. Cool. So what I always do as well, just to double check, is just go in there with my screwdriver, if I can get it in there, and I'll just make sure that they're in. So I know that top one's definitely in. The bottom one looks like it's clipped in as well. So yeah, cool. Right, now I can start filling it back up. Right, and if you're a wally like me and you haven't left this in the extended position to be able to reach onto the end of that spindle, then what you can do is just fill the boiler back up and then put it back on again, and hopefully this should then come back down to its extended position, and then we can just turn it off and then it will stay there. Then it just clips back on. And you can move it in and out nice and freely. Put that on. And then I just need to disconnect the electrics and put this collar back on. Right, so we're back on. Vented that. Obviously I've recharged that, replaced that cartridge. So, because I'm in the loft, I've just been isolating the cold mains from here, just to save me going up and down the stairs every time. So, there we go, so we'll get that back on. And what was happening was instantly it was coming straight down here.